One thing I can surely tell you is that it's one of the most beautiful looking phones under 10,000. My biggest gripe is it comes with a micro USB port. Yes, seriously, how is that even possible? Hi there, here is the Poco C55. Now, I've been using this for a couple of days and I'm very confused. It pivots between amazing in some aspects and disappointing in some. Let's take it from the top. So the starting price of the Poco C55 is 9,499, but you can get it for 8,499 with some card offers, and that's a pretty good deal. One thing I can surely tell you is that it's one of the most beautiful looking phones under 10,000. This leather-like texture on the back with thread design in the center, wow. You can feel it, and that really gives this phone a very premium look. But my biggest gripe is it comes with a micro USB port. Yes, seriously, how is that even possible? A phone in 2023 with a micro USB port? I mean, there can't be even any excuses for that. USB-C is a must-have. But once you move past that, the phone is definitely one of the most value for money devices in this segment. Now, before I talk about it, let me take you through a quick unboxing. Standard yellow box packaging from Poco. This is the 6GB RAM, 128GB ROM variant. Inside the box is the phone itself, the SIM ejector pin, some paperwork, a micro USB cable, and a 10-watt charging adapter. It comes with a 6.71-inch HD IPS LCD display with a resolution of 1650 by 720 pixels. The colors are decent, not the most vibrant, but tuned to look more natural. However, if you prefer more punchy colors, you can definitely change it to saturated from the display settings. We get a capacitive fingerprint scanner at the back, which is great for a phone in this category, and glad to say it works really well. A single speaker at the bottom, which gets quite loud and does a decent job. 3.5 headphone jack on the top, so handy to plug in wired headphones. By the way, the Poco C55 also comes with FM radio, which is always great to have. Then we also watch a lot of videos, and it's overall pretty good. Goes edge to edge with a slight noticeable lower chin. However, since it's only a 720p display, it isn't very crisp, but the colors look pretty nice. Wideband L3 certification, so sadly can't stream apps from Netflix and Prime videos at high resolution. It will stream at 540p, which I think is totally viewable. We don't have the exact nits of display brightness, but outdoors too, the display is very clearly visible. Talking about the OS, so it's running Android 12 with MIUI 13 skin. Overall, the user interface is snappy and responsive. Opening, closing apps, multitasking, all are very responsive. Also, I wish it came with Android 13 out of the box, but I've been told that the update will come soon. Also, MIUI comes with a lot of handy features. Floating apps are so cool and fun. The biggest one for me is the MIUI dialer, which lets you record calls without the recording announcement, and that's great. I know a lot of people really look forward to that on their phones. But then you can see some bloatware apps also as well. But the good thing is that you can delete what you don't need. Coming to the hardware, so it's powered by the MediaTek Helio G85 chipset and supports 4G LTE but no 5G support, so keep that in mind. The SIM tray can house 2 nano SIM cards and a dedicated SD card that can be expanded up to 1 TB. The unit we have comes with 6GB LPDDR4X RAM and with an option in the settings to extend RAM by another 5GB, giving you a total of 11GB RAM, which really helps you in gaming, in multitasking between apps, especially when you keep switching back and forth. Most recently used apps are still in memory. Overall, the performance was snappy for a sub 10,000 phone. We ran some benchmarks starting with Antutu and we got 2,60,000, which is quite good. Then storage is eMMC 2.1 and we got a read speed of 310 MB and write speed of 254 MB. We also ran CPU throttle test and we got 90% of its peak performance. We played PUBG and it played perfectly, even considering it's not a gaming phone. 40 FPS without any lag or stutter. However, we did notice the phone heat up, but again, not to the extent of getting uncomfortable. It's a great phone for casual gaming. Coming to the camera. So on the rear, we get a 50 megapixel primary and 2 megapixel depth sensor for portrait shots. On the front is a water drop notch housing the 5 megapixel sensor for selfies. Now here are some shots taken with the 50 megapixel rear camera, and I'd say they do a pretty good job in daytime shots. Good dynamic range, blue skies, decent color reproduction. Here are some portrait shots, clean edge detection, but highlights do get overexposed. colors, however, are really nice. Here are some selfies. Now you can't expect too much from 5 megapixel sensors, but I'd say it's decent. Highlights here too are a little overexposed, but skin tones are nice. Here are some portrait shots. Faces look clear and crisp. Both cameras can record video at 1080p at 30 fps. Here are some samples of both taken handheld. There's nothing to rave about, but still they get the job done. Coming to the battery. Well, it's got a huge 5000 mAh battery that would easily last me a day to even a day and a half with medium use. But it comes with a really tiny 10-watt charger that would take more than 2 hours to charge the phone from 0 to 100%. This is probably one of the biggest downer for me. 10-watt charger and the micro USB port. We need an 18-watt charger and a USB-C port. That would have made this the perfect sub 10K phone to recommend. The pros, however, far outweigh the cons. It's got a good looking leather-like finish which is really unique, excellent performance, decent display, good rear cameras, MIUI UI dialer, so now you can record calls without that recording announcement. I think it's a pretty good phone for the package. It goes on sale tomorrow, 20th February, 12 PM. You can buy it from Flipkart. The 4GB RAM, 64GB ROM variant is for 9,499 and the 6GB RAM, 128GB storage is for 10,999. With card offers, you can get ₹1,000 off, bringing the base variant to 8,499 and the second variant to 9,499. Without a doubt, I'll recommend the higher variant, but of course, you can make your pick. I'll leave the links for both the variants in the description. If you'd like to buy one, you should definitely check this one out. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.